Hey everyone, it's Desiree here. We're not going to do a voiceover on this video, so there's going to be a lot of background noise. I'm going to try to remove it as best as I can, but I figured this video just was not right for a voiceover. One of the kits that I just completed was the Simon Says Stamp Hooray limited edition card kit that they did during their STAMPtember month. And in that kit, you all know, came a full pack of pattern papers, their own cardstock, stickers galore. I don't think I'm going to need another sticker for a long time with these kits lately. But it also came with some die cuts and everything else that you can imagine. So there was just so much in there. And remember, my channel, it's about paper and what you can do with paper, what you can add to paper, whether you shred it, staple it, glue it, tape it, pounce on it, whatever you want to do. Paper has a lot of potential. One of the things that I have made, for those of you that may not know, I have made junk journals for a while now. Never really put them online. The people that I know kind of kept me going with it, and so forth. And I kind of make a different style of journal. Of course, it's got my own twist to it. I've been inspired by so many people when it comes to the YouTube world, and I will definitely list them down below in the description. I encourage you to watch their videos. It is absolutely amazing what they create, and I will not come close to them. So if you haven't guessed, this is what I actually created with all of this stuff that we have. We hoard. Lord knows we hoard here. I have a room that is divided. I think it's the war between the fabric and the paper. Because remember, I am a sewer as well. So I'm actually merging these two things together. And yes, I am Italian and I talk with my hands. So yeah, these are going to go like crazy. So I hope you enjoy this. I am not trying to sell anything by all means. I just want to show you this is what else we can do. I've been asked by someone who I thought was cute, who actually caught me saying junk journals. I will be putting some videos together to show actually how I put mine together, and how it functions. So I just got to figure that out because I'm you kind of go all over the room when it comes to this. But let's show you what this is. So here it is. Junk journals. For those of you that don't know what a junk journal is, it is paper into a book. It's usually sewn. It doesn't have to be sewn. It can be stapled. I do like to sew mine together, which creates what we call one signature. You name the types of papers, that is the type of paper that you can use. So, of course, I have got tons of papers in my room. I have regular copying paper. I have a digital type paper. I print my own grid papers and dot papers. You name the papers, book pages, index cards, doilies, tags, anything can go into this junk journal. So what I've pulled from my fabric stash, and I've used the die cuts and the stickers and the stamps and created a little mini junk journal. This one here actually measures 4 1/4 by 6 inches. So you can see I used one of the die cuts that came with it. This is a craft cardstock, my recollections, yes, from Michael's. And you can see that I've sewn it on. I do a lot of sewing in my junk journals that I do. This is a piece of fabric that we just stuck to the back of it. You can see very faintly, I used the clouds and the hearts to stamp on the front. When you turn it over, I did not plan that because I stamped that before I sewed, but I have this stamp that says, "And the story begins." That's what junk journals are for. You can make your notes. If you design cards, you can design your cards in here. Put your memories. Whatever it is you want to do, that's what this is for. If you take a trip, all of those little tiny keepsakes that we keep, the tickets, the receipts, the train stubs, the taxi stubs, whatever it may be, you can put them in here. So you can see down on the corners, you'll see the 2 hearts that I've used to stamp. And then as we go through, here are the die cuts and the papers. So I've sewn this in. It's an upper pocket. I've used my hand punch to create a tag. I'm going to see if I can zoom in here. See if that works just a little bit better. Maybe we need to go back out a little bit. There we go. So I just have a hand punch that makes tags. You can write on the back of these tags. I also have a square scalloped. There will be no wonky stitched rectangle in this production. I know, it's my favorite die. But you can see I've created a top pocket there. So you can put all your memorabilia. This is just a piece of fabric. You can use a Sharpie to write on this. You can glue something on this. You can staple something. Here's some of those stickers. Again, some of the stamping. I took one of the banners from the paper pack and stapled it there. You can put something up underneath that and it will hold. Here's a doily. And here's another pocket from a die cut and another one of the stickers from that mega pack that we received. Different is good. You can see all the sewing stitches. I leave the tails. It adds to the whimsicalness of it, I guess you could call. Or it's just because I'm really lazy and I don't like to cut them. So yeah, let's be honest. So I took one of the large ones, folded it over a tag, used my punch. So it says treat yourself. Here's another cutout. Used one of the clear acetate printouts because he's cute and put that in there. That's one of the stickers. Created a pocket here. So you can see you just add things. That's one of the stickers as well. How did I stop it from being sticky? I used my anti-static tool because it's now a plethora of powder going all over the place. So by just putting that powder, or you could just use baby powder if you have it, just put it on the back of the sticker and it will stop it being sticky. This is an envelope that's sealed up, but it's a pocket that you can put things in. I used some of the washi tape. There's another sticker. The washi tape, of course, continues over. Another large die cut, and you can put something within there. A doily, another sticker, another die cut. And as you can see, I tear my paper. I just love the rough edge. I love the texture of it. I love the look. I hate straight edges. If you can't tell, hence the wonky die, stitch die. I have to be, I don't know, my husband calls it differently unique. I call it just strange, but you can see I've torn that. Another die cut that just fits in there. These are shipping tags that I have boxes and boxes of that I just incorporate. Had to put the party animal in there, sewed across that. Another piece of fabric. Here's an old book. It's actually a wine book. It's very good. And then when I sew, I keep the tag, the tails in, and I just make little tiny, I have a heart punch out that I just add to the bottom of them. So I let them, they're like little tiny charms. And then we just continue through to the other side. Here's another piece of cardstock that's just ripped and sewn into place, and you can see it holds. Here's some more of those stickers. Again, you can write all through it. You can use it as a diary. You could use it as a memoir for a special event. Whatever it is you want to do, that's what junk journals are for. Now, usually in my junk journals, I dye the edge of the pages. I don't dye the papers. I know some of you, if you know this process, there's coffee dyed and tea dyed papers. I love the look. I love the sound, but I don't do that to my pages. But what I do is I ink the edges with an archival ink. Everything that's in my other types of junk journals that I do, which kind of go into a boho feel and so forth. They are very inked and distressed, crumbled, and so forth. If you want to check those out, I will put my Etsy shop down there. If you want to look at them to see the videos, that's totally your choice. But I just wanted to show you that things that we have in our house, we all have blank paper, we all have envelopes. They can be incorporated into a book where you can, yeah, I had to put the giraffe in there. Hello, got the giraffe. No bunnies that were looking like dogs. I thought that was classic of me. That's got to be one of the top two. It's another doily, piece of paper. So you can see we have all of this. I also use the clouds in the back of the page. So this is just one other thing that you can do with paper that we have. There was so much in that kit, and I am actually in the process of cleaning out my room to try to use what I have. I have so much. Some of you may know that I've been doing the 31 tags of Halloween. It really hasn't put a dent into my stash, but it's a little bit. It's getting there. It makes me happy that I'm going through this and people are enjoying the process of the different tags that can be created. Now I have no idea what I'm going to do with them. Not quite sure. Possibly in Advent, a scary movie Advent system. I'm not quite sure. If you're interested in seeing what that is, let me know. I'll make a video and show you the flip through of the tags. I should be done them actually in 2 weeks, just before Halloween. But again, this is just something to show you, to encourage you that paper can be, anything can be done with paper. And it's also another way for me to be able to say, guys, thank you. You all have made me feel welcome. You've made me feel comfortable. I love our conversations that we have in the comments. I love reading them. And please, keep it going. Don't stop. It makes me laugh. It makes me smile. I hope I do that for you. I just hope it continues. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this. Please, if there are some techniques that you're interested in, I know someone did say that they would like to see the process on this, and I will put that together for you. Okay, maybe I'll show you if you want. I'll do a flip through of one of the junk journals that I actually sell on a constant basis, but I love making them. If you're interested in seeing that, let me know. Just put it in the comments. I know there's a lot of kits. I'm going to be doing a paper pumpkins coming up. I've got the other Simon Says November coming up. I've got the Hero Arts. I've got that one in. I also got the Gina K. I'm a huge fan of Gina K, so look for that one to come out. So there is so much that's in my pipeline right now, and I do have a couple more of the peg stamps. I'm very honored that they asked me if I would design some products with their new release. It's very humbling. So guys, there's more to come. And again, thank you so much. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. You probably won't because it's just me talking. I know nobody really likes those videos, but every once in a while we got to throw one of these just so I can say hello in my own special way. It's different when you do it this way than when you do a voiceover. But by all means, if you're just finding me, please hit that subscribe button. We have a good time here. We laugh. I'm also known as Leah, which I think is awesome. So let's keep that going as well. And guys, always be creative. Take care.